Aziz and Mindy are groundbreaking figures just because it doesn't matter if they're saying groundbreaking things or not. They exist and they have control and a certain degree of dignity that we didn't have before.
So let me ask you this: as you've gotten more successful, as
Yeah.
more and more people know you,
Sure.
do you feel any responsibility to try to make things better, to change? You say you don't want to
Yeah.
inform, you want to make people laugh, but now you have a microphone in a way that a lot of other people didn't before you and may not. Is there any sense of like, okay, I need to try to make things better?
Yeah, I do think there is a responsibility. I mean, I'm making a film right now about Apu from The Simpsons,
Right.
right? And it's
Yeah.
about
For
representation
True TV, right?
for True TV.
Yeah.
And part of it is certainly there's an identity aspect to it, but part of it to me is also like when you think of 9/11 and post 9/11 backlash, it's not just as simple as people are ignorant, they see the brown people and they attack them.
Mm-hmm.
To get to that point, you have to not humanize that person. And you can't humanize that person because you haven't seen them be human. Like as people of color, we've had to humanize white people. We've had no choice, right? Because those are our teachers and our neighbors. We see them on television, a broad range of life experiences, right? That I'm watching a movie. That's not exactly my life experience, but I can understand it on a human level,
Yeah.
which
Like
is
there's something in there for me to grab on.
absolutely, which is why it's frustrating when you hear people say no one's going to believe that a person of color is playing this part. No one's going to believe that this kind of like an interracial marriage in this movie will work. No
Right.
one's going to believe that. They're not going to like that. To me, it's like saying you don't think I can exist in this way. You don't humanize me the way I've been forced to humanize you, right? So when 9/11 happens, I'm not saying Apu and 9/11 are directly connected, but there is something to be said about you are not a full person to me. Like, I don't understand you as a full person. I don't know what a Sikh is. I don't know, what your life could be like. I can't imagine you with a family. I don't imagine any of those things.
Because if the only exposure you've had to a South Asian or
Yeah.
a Sikh or anything
Terrorist.
is Apu or a terrorist in a
Right.
movie.
You're
or,
either
yeah.
a cartoon that is weak,
Yeah.
that has no control of their lives, right? Or you're a terrorist, or you're a cab driver who doesn't have it's nothing wrong with being a convenience store owner or a cab driver, but you are in the servant class. You're not someone who's actually expressing range. What is that cab driver's experience? What is that convenience store owner's experience? Who are their families? How did they end up here? That's never relevant because they're props.